Kinfolk, you already know what it is, what it was, and what it always will be. This is the Black Owned Podcast. I'm your host, the main man with the game plan, and the game plan ain't the same plan. I've been a major figure since baby pictures. Janice's oldest boy, Sincere, is definitely in the building. And for the first time in a long time, I got my co-host with me.
Hey y'all, it's y'all girl Peaches. Y'all know why I'm here. Y'all miss me. Stop.
I know, right? You've been out there on a, vacating it, I'm talking about. Look like you was having a good little time.
Oh yeah, definitely.
That's what's up. As y'all come in, please like and share the broadcast. Phoenix and 6. That's what I got for y'all. Phoenix and 6. Please go over to our YouTube page and make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. I've seen a couple of subscribers over there. You know what I'm saying? We're starting to get a little bit of attention like we need in that area. There's gonna be some changes coming soon. So y'all remember, make sure that y'all
the one you told me about.
Still in the fold. And by doing so, you guys are make sure y'all over there on that YouTube doing. Anyway, Phoenix at 4. Did y'all see that? Did y'all see game 1, game 2 tonight? 8 p.m. Eastern time. It's about 7 p.m. my time. I thought the first game was good. Lived up to a champion an NBA Finals game. I liked how aggressive Devin Booker was. It was good to see him getting at them boys like that. If he keep doing that, I think it might not even take 6 games if he keep. You know what I'm saying? You got to shoot a little better, but you know what I'm saying. If he keep going to the hole like that, I don't think it's no stopping this boy. So, speaking of NBA, got some new head coaches in the NBA. Jason Kidd is back home with the good old Dallas Mavericks. Chauncey Billups taking over in Portland. He may or may not. You know what I'm talking about? Have Dame Lillard there when he shows. You know what I mean? Dame, what up? Yeah, CP3 showed out, bro. CP3 isn't he gonna leave it all on the table? He gonna throw up before he not be out on that court and perform the way we need him to. So I expect that, you know what I'm saying, from him. So I expect a couple more 30-point games from that boy. And as long as they keep Brook Lopez out there on that island, he'll continue to shoot his face loose. But back to these good old coaches. I know you got
that's where I'm at.
I know you got a bone to pick.
Yeah, I got a big bone to pick or whatever. As far as like with the head coaches, I'm glad. And I'm not gonna say culture because we come to the conclusion we don't even know what the hell that means, no more. But but what pissed me off or whatever about the treachery is we need to stop normalizing motherfucking bullshit. Like it's always gonna be something or someone that's gonna try to bring up some old shit to try to keep these black men from taking their rightful positions at the head of everything, right? Right. Y'all know, like back in 2001, Jason Kidd was charged with a domestic or whatever on his wife or whatever, and then Chauncey Billups settled out of court, right? For the, that civil rape case back in 1997. So despite that they both went on to have very successful careers and have been active in the NBA, when they want to put what's her name, Becky Hammon, the assistant coach for the San Antonio Spurs. Yeah, she knew she didn't have a dog in that motherfucking fight, right? And the same thing that I always say, they will dangle these women and use these women as they clutch to start a war, to get what they want, to manipulate people. And that's what I feel like they did or whatever, right? Because, these guys was fucking successful. Like, you gonna bring up some old shit or whatever, And if you want to look at it like that, I feel like it's a lot of motherfuckers that supposed to have a conviction. Shit go on behind the closed doors that ain't supposed to leave up out of there. The fact that y'all are brutalizing these men and bringing this shit up, and they have kids and daughters and everything that has to relive this. I think that it's crazy, and for them to pick those type of topics as character flaws when it didn't succeed them when they was riding his ass for the motherfucking felines. or riding his ass like Seabiscuit, making his money getting these viewers for him. But it seems like when there's a situation, they want to bring up the bad shit, like never. Right. I ain't even remember it, until it came back up in the public. Like, who remembered that,
Right.
Dude ain't go to jail, and we still got these Me Too. Look at Bill Cosby.
Yeah.
Them motherfuckers got on there and did that thing on his ass, and now he out.
Shit, and just like you said, I had forgot all about Chauncey Billups, situation. The only reason why I remember Jason Kidd is because when I hear domestic abuse, I'm automatically thinking like he choked his wife out, or he, slapped her or something like that. But what he did was he spit French fries on it, and that was
knocked his fucking teeth out of his mouth. But still,
not saying that, that we should just be like, hey, what, what I mean, it is what it is. But I mean, the way that they present it is in such a way that it just seems so monstrous, like what it was that he did. Chauncey Billups case.
What's his name that was on there with James Harden talking on his show?
Yeah. Who?
I can't think of his name, but I was damn pissed off. I was looking at that shit like, you just Django, who that nigga up there on the neck, face ass boy. Who is it? Like, we gotta stop normalizing selling out or whatever, or be the one to say all the right information. Like, you want that job so bad, you will take down another black man. Shit crazy what we into out here.
I'm just telling you, and the funny, of course, we know that we gonna receive way more scrutiny than anybody else, and they for other athletes or whatever, they won't bring things up, just like Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning had an accusation of rape following him since his days at Tennessee. You never heard of it, you know what I mean, because it's Peyton Manning. You know what I'm saying? What's my man? Ben Roethlisberger hold 2, 3, 4 cases, and they sweep that right under the rug. You know what I mean? Both of these guys still gonna be Hall of Fame bound. Meanwhile, Michael Vick fought some dogs. I understand that fighting dogs is not right, but now he's, his Hall of Fame is going to be in the balance, even though he had a Hall of Fame career. Because of that, you know what I'm saying? And people won't allow him to live that down. And then not only that, but when you think about everything he's done since then, to right his wrongs, I mean, he's definitely paid his more than his dues in that area. But it's what we deal with, being the people that we are, or being who we are.
Another thing that happened today. I was about to change the subject. You good?
No, I was about to Peaches Picks It.
Oh, okay. I already talked about one of them. We already picking them Peaches Picks.
We already in. Okay, go ahead then.
This is the second one. Okay. If y'all don't know, that Haiti President Jovenel Moise, he was assassinated today or whatever. It's 6 people in custody, right? One of them is a U.S. citizen. His name's James Salage. They said he was assaulted. He was murdered. He was shot 16 times by foreign mercenaries. Now, y'all know, like, Haiti speak what? Creole and French, and these people was speaking Spanish and English or something. It was a shootout. They were able to kill 4 people, but it's still 6 in custody. But they were still fighting. Like, these was like trained killers. Like,
Right. Yeah.
And it's crazy because y'all know the last couple weeks Haiti been all over the news or whatever, and it's scary to me because it seems like watching this, like, what was the motive? Like, he's trying to change everything for the better, like bring more jobs, stop like the crimes, and he's getting pushback from it or whatever. So it's some shit that like spilling over from here into there too. Like anywhere where there's a black strong presence, they're trying to wipe them off the planet, and it's crazy because I'm scared. And then like that normally the Supreme Court president would come in and take over for the president, but Buddy died of COVID. So the guy, not too long ago, so the guy that's taking over is the acting prime minister. His name Claude Joseph. So he done went and did everything. He declared a state of siege, and he closed all his borders and imposed martial law. But they done went on the newspaper and published like that man ain't been in a seat in over a year, and somebody else was already set in line to take over. This is just some stuff that we need to start paying attention to, because that's too close to home. Of course, y'all know his wife was they attempted to murder her too. She's like in critical condition somewhere in Florida.
Right.
It's I'm keeping them in our prayers or whatever, and it's scary because they don't want the advancement of black people anywhere.
Especially in Black country. And there was some talk about him wanting to relieve Haiti of this money that they had to pay France.
Yeah.
And I think that may, have had something to do with it. Of course, this is all speculation, but it's just funny that something like this had never happened prior to. But as soon as we get a sitting president that says, "No, we done paying this money to France," then something like this happened. Yeah, I do hear a little echo. I don't know where it's coming from. So, but yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? To him, I mean, for somebody to shoot him 16 times, that seemed definitely overkill, and it even seems personal.
Yeah, they had a whole gunfight.
Right.
Still a shoot off. I don't know how they was able to detain the other 6 people, because they was fighting.
And my thing is, don't he have security?
Yeah, like they did.
And then you know what I'm saying? Well, how did they get to this man to be able to shoot him 16 times? Like, what is security doing?
His wife, yeah.
And his wife, you know what I mean? Prayers up for her. I hope she, is able to pull through. Luckily, they did fly her from Haiti to the hospital in Florida, not long after this whole thing settled. But man, I mean, it's just crazy to hear and see, something like that happen, especially, with a country like Haiti. You don't really expect to see, too much, going on.
I was thinking that too. It had to be a setup. And think about the that treaty that they have with France. That's pretty much like a set of some of their income that's like their last stronghold. So, I'm looking at this from all types of ways, but what does American do?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, this shit ain't adding up, right?
Yeah.
Especially when
you can definitely smell fish.
Yeah. And there's the funky
You can definitely smell fish.
Stayed out for like 2-3 days in the sun.
All day, every day.
Yeah. Flies, everything on this piece of fish.
All right, man. So one thing I did want to talk about was this issue or this thing that's been going on in the last couple of days, with Rachel Nichols. Rachel Nichols was last year in her own private room in the bubble for the NBA finals, or the NBA playoffs rather, and found out that Maria Taylor was going to be another black female sportcaster, was going to be the one who was lead for the NBA finals. Evidently, she expressed her angst while she was in her room and didn't know that the ESPN equipment that she had in there was recording, and that they recorded her, saying some things to the effect of, they're just giving this to Maria Taylor because she is black. And, this was, of course, during the height of the BLM movement, and they decided to let them wear the equality and all that kind of stuff on Rachel Nichols.
What's that?
They let them wear the equality and all of those things on the back of their jerseys. Now, I read today. I actually read the statement that they said was her verbatim, and it does say, hey, she wishes Maria Taylor the best or whatever, but she just didn't appreciate the fact that she was basically the victim of circumstance.
Yeah,
So
but that and the fact that why is they recording her stuff and why did they release it? You know, like if she didn't publicly make this known, she's entitled to her opinion. What the fuck did they think she is, a cookie cutter? Is a robot? Y'all played her. You know, y'all used her to advance somebody else. You know, to take the spot. Like, you know, it wasn't even because she wasn't qualified. What was it? Just because they was under spotlight, right?
that's what she said. She's saying that it's because, ESPN has a horrible record. If you don't know, they have a horrible record of diversity and equality. And again, under the pressure of the BLM movement and all of those things that were going on, in the bubble. I mean, and think about it. In the bubble, there was another when the Bucks did not play against, I believe it was Orlando. So there was still some. Definitely, we were at the height, of that friction there. So, they what she's saying is that she was basically the victim of circumstance because ESPN, who has a horrible diversity and equality record, wanted to kind of play up on that, and instead of having her, who is a white lady, to have Maria Teller, who was who was a black woman, head the NBA finals. Now, I could understand where she's coming from. My thing is, you didn't necessarily have to bring Maria Teller into it. You know what I'm saying? Like your beef is with ESPN, not with Maria Teller.
She was being recorded. You know, she gave her.
Well, she had the equipment in her room. She said she didn't know how to turn it off, and that. So I guess what it sounded like is if it's on, and it's constantly uploading to like the ESPN, what's the names or whatever.
She could have had intimate details and anything spilled out through there.
Yeah, facts. And then somebody got a hold of it and they gave it to Maria Teller. Yeah. So today I was looking at Dan Le Batard, and he was speaking to Jamel Hill and Scoop Jackson about the situation, and their take was that that the issue was more with ESPN than it is with Maria Teller. Yeah, she should not have brought up Maria Teller's name, but I'm assuming that
I feel like saying in my hotel room while I'm walking around my drawers.
I'm assuming, yeah, you're right. You know what I'm saying? And I'm assuming, she was under the expectation that this was just a conversation she was having on the phone with somebody she trusted and confident. And however, and even in her statement, she said, I wish Maria Teller the best. Mm-hmm. She even said that, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. So I don't know if it was necessarily a malicious statement towards Maria Teller. Now, the thing is, Maria Teller hadn't said nothing since this whole thing popped off, and it's been going on like 4 days. She hadn't said a word.
For what? You know,
yeah, she didn't. You're right. I feel the same way.
I'm not personally attacked or whatever, so I wouldn't address it either. You know.
Yeah. I wouldn't address it either. But so many people. So there was a New York. I didn't read this New York. You know what? Man down. If you still looking, what was the gist of the New York Times article? Because that's what they are saying. Really, kind of threw the salt in the wound was this New York Times article that made it seem like it was a malicious attack against Maria Teller. But when you really look at what the statement is, it's not really. It's basically an employee pissed off because their employer chose another employee to do a job that is usually reserved for them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Man down said, how does this sound? The Navy is feeling pressure from BLM, and that's why Sincere made senior chief over me.
That's how it goes. They gonna say they in their little precept that shit say diversity is one of the damn things. Yeah.
Okay, you know what I'm saying?
How I got it.
You hear me? You know what I'm saying? Okay. Hey, Damon said it's because white folks not used to losing. Yeah. Basically, especially white women. Definitely not used to losing. You know what I mean? When you think about it, somebody made the point. Hey. Maria Teller is way more qualified in this particular instance. One, she's black. Two, she's actually a woman who's played basketball. Rachel Nichols never played basketball. Three, because the league is 90% black, she reflects the faces of the league. You know what I mean? So in that way, it makes a lot of sense for them to choose Maria Teller, and I think that she should not even really mention her in a way that says A, B, and she should have just said, "I can't believe ESPN."
She
Blah
should
blah
have
blah.
said what she was feeling. That's where we be going wrong in. People, they try to normalize not expressing your feelings or whatever.
Yeah.
She said what was on her heart. A lot of times, you get criticized when you don't say what the majority is thinking. Like
Right.
she said what was on her heart. I respect her for it. Like she
Yeah,
saw
and I mean, and like just like you said, she had every reasonable
yeah.
to be thinking that, hey, I'm just talking to somebody on the phone. Nobody's listening. I'm in the room by myself. You know what I'm saying? That she has a reasonable reason to think that this is not something that's going to get out. You know what I'm saying, to the public. She should be able to, but you're right though. Even if she got a right to feel how she feels.
We need to normalize that. Stop holding in y'all feelings. Stop letting these motherfuckers walk over y'all and saying in the back of y'all head, okay, I'ma check it the next time. When motherfucker got you, y'all be giving them the y'all give them the slope, the goddamn skis, and the damn to keep going. Like it's gotta be a point down to where if they got you screwed up, like they got you screwed up or whatever. It's like what you think about the Sha'Carri Richardson stuff. What did Michael Phelps was on drugs? What's his name? The little swimmer dude.
Michael Phelps.
When he on drugs?
Yeah, the same thing, marijuana. Before we get to that though, Man Down said the article played heavy on what was implied and not so much in what was said. And that was my point. I don't think Rachel Nichols, I don't vilify her.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not vilifying her and what I heard her say. It sounded like she was upset because this is a job that's usually reserved for me. You mothers you suck at diversity and equality, and now you want to use the pressure of the BLM movement to actually do what you should have been doing prior to that. You hear me?
But the crazy part is, it could have been anybody else. You replaced a woman with a woman. You could have put them in one of the men's spots, and then you'd have had both, angles covered. But that made too much damn sense, that you'd have covered everything. But that make too much sense, Now you got a tobacco over nothing, something that could have been, stamped, swept up under the rug. Now she got negative light shining on her like she a hater. When at first, and she's not a hater. She said what was on her heart.
And this is the funny thing. Maria Teller's contract is up for renegotiation right now at this moment. ESPN is under pressure because any wrong move, they gonna get roasted. You hear me?
Okay.
They gonna get roasted. So now to Sha'Carri Richardson. So we know that she tested positive for marijuana. They suspended her for 30 days. The suspension for 30 days still would have allowed her to participate in a 100-yard relay, in a 100-meter relay. We just found out yesterday she's not even on the team anymore. So she will not be going to the Olympics, period. I don't know how they made this decision, but there is no way this decision is based on talent and ability. It has to be based on the results of this marijuana test.
It is, a lot of it. And first of all, we got to realize that she was getting so much backlash or whatever. But when I look at Sha'Carri Richardson, I see me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, she's relatable.
Yeah.
She went through some stuff. She came from the struggle. She had that drug addict mama. She had, she wore her war wounds, kind of like when we think about FloJo and her nails back. She was who she was. And so that marijuana shit, that just was something that they found and made it stick. They didn't want her to be the face of America. If you think about it, this wasn't even about the weed, because it wouldn't have went that. The sentence is standard. Them 30 days is standard. So why was she the exception to the fucking rule? Besides what she looked like and what she represents for America, we got to call a spade a spade.
Facts. I mean, and right now, the entire Olympic Committee is not looking good in the face of African American athletes, when you think about the fact that they specifically said that there will be no protest or BLM gear allowed to be worn. Now, just last week or just this week, there's a particular cap that the African American swimmers wanted to wear that's specific for our texture of hair, and that was marked down as something that's also prohibited. So it just looks bad, period, on the Olympics as a whole, not just the United States, but the Olympic Committee as a whole, in targeting really just things that are specific to the Black athletes, and that somebody gonna have to really like explain that, and it's there's
keep calling that shit. I wouldn't want no motherfucking explanation. Everybody quit, but the thing is, you dangling somebody dreams and something that'll be on their history forever, and you making them choose between what's right and a personal goal. And
right.
because they know, like, a lot of people not built like that, they're gonna either you running or not, get at that, put that nigga on that nag and hit that ass, so they going down the road.
And then think about this, all of this is on top of something like where they restricted Simone Biles from doing a move that only she could do, because only she could do it. Like that don't make sense to me. When these Olympic, especially these gymnasts, these moves that they doing, that's not normal. Like, they got to figure this stuff out, and try to be as creative and level of difficulty as high as possible. Well, she achieved a very high level of difficulty, but you're going to say that the move is prohibited because only she can do it? That's retarded. Only Steph Curry can shoot from 37, 38 feet out or whatever, but that don't mean they can't say, hey, man, you can't shoot no threes no more, bro.
Okay,
I'm saying? Like, it's ridiculous what they doing. And when you really look at the history of it and how we got to this point, it's just not a good look, man. And it kind of, it makes you feel bad. Like, these people are going to go and represent the country, but the country won't represent, for them. Like, even the USA wouldn't step in and say, hold up, but like, what the fuck are y'all doing?
My thing is, there's no accountability. This is just like the White House and anything else that has a white position of power. We're at a pivotal point in America, and anything that they can do to suppress us and kind of grab the reins because they slipping, they're gonna do it. So right now, what are we dominant in? Sports. What are we dominant in? Speaking, or getting our voices out there, being heard. We not monotone. We come with something. We got a little razzle dazzle when we talk, so people are more inclined to listen to what I'm saying than what Buddy's saying. So a lot of this stuff isn't. It ain't funny no more. Like, it's like, whoa, they might actually be on to some stuff here. I.e. the goddamn, did y'all know the president of Haiti ain't had no political background? He was a banana farmer.
Yes. Yeah, fact.
And he was doing that. Like what I was saying, these kings and stuff, they really out here. Like, they
Lamar
really
like that. He like that razzle dazzle. You hear me?
You see that?
Razzle dazzle. You know what it is, Lamar.
Yeah.
Mama's cooking.
Yeah, but it's like, you can, when we start seeing it, where does the accountability take place? Where does it be like, hold on, this shit bigger than me? Like, I'm a reframe. I'm gonna sit this out. Once we show them who they is without us, and they start, you want to be reign supreme, and we kick your leg from under you. Now they go, like Dame said, you ain't gonna win the All-Star game.
Yeah, the basketball, because ain't none of the NBA players playing.
Okay, look at the gymnasts. Oh, that black gymnast team.
All black.
That's us. That's our face. Then you had Sha'Carri wrecking shit. Ratchet. Yeah. Long nails, tattoos, long eyelashes, blonde hair. Wrecking shit,
No doubt.
It's a force. So pull it off, shake the rug from up under their ass and let them go out there. And now you got to sit with this L until 4 years. You got 4 fucking years to get it right, and we can go back to the table, you know.
See, and you know what, and that's the thing I was saying, right? So it's easy for me to say, hey, you know what I'm saying? Hey, we should be like, we should just buck the Olympics.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But that shit is 4 years. Like they won't get a chance again for 4 years. You know what I'm saying? And some of these,
take a stand.
Yeah, I got it. I'm just saying, like, I'm not trained for the Olympics. Some of these people, their entire life is. It's a boy. His name is Knighton. I can't remember his first name. He's 17 years old. He going to the Olympics in the 200 meters.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like this dude.
What's what I said? When is it gonna be bigger than us?
Yeah, it's got to be a point. I agree. I agree that it's got to be a point.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? But we don't know what it is to train, you know what I'm saying, 10, 12 years, you know, to finally get to this point. There's a lady that's I think she's a long runner or something like that. Mm-hmm. She's been trying to get in the Olympics for the last 12 years. She's 31 years old. This is her first Olympics. She just made it.
Yeah,
she's not gonna sit out.
I know, and that's my thing. That when it benefits us, we're not for the team. And then until we get back to that grassroots, you know, we are one, you know, and we come together and band together, it'll be big. It'll be bigger. You know, like what the majority of these people, the best in the world is who? These blacks. So if you already got all these black people that's good and they not playing in the Olympics, so what's that saying about the other countries? If you lose to these weak ass, the rest of these goddamn Americans running around here, you don't want that title. You want to go against the best. So you gonna make that happen. When you fight, you know, this is a trophy. Like, my country better than yours. Like, you know, ice they ass, put them on ice and send them little motherfuckers out there to get them what's come out the gold, silver,
them silver and bronze medals,
bronze medals, or that number 4 honorary mention out this bitch. And then what they go, you know. Yeah, just give a shout out. Play they love American the Beauty flag song and tell them to move around. You know, like that was we beat y'all at war. We beat y'all in communication. We beat y'all in space. We beat y'all in sports. Our missiles shoot farther than y'all. What the fuck y'all got, America?
What can y'all do?
Yeah, you can't steal shit. They done stole their shit back. You know, when they pilfered all this shit. You know, even these black people that's mad and want to run in these Olympics, they stole it.
Just like so, maybe it sounds like you're saying we should do it for the culture.
I don't know what that means. We be icing the culture out. We can't.
Let's talk about it.
Somebody say something wrong, like I don't do anything for the culture because I'm old. You know, I'm an old head. I'm 42. What the cool?
All right, y'all. So here goes the question. When we say we doing something for the culture, first of all, what is the culture? Secondly, who gets to decide what the culture is?
Whoever got
that determination?
Whoever got the razzle dazzle on the motherfucking end of their voice, that's who control the culture. Black Twitter control a lot of that shit. They be
okay. Seriously, why you playing around? You playing around? That's a fact. You know what I'm saying? But I'll be hearing people talk about all the, you know, saying do it for the culture, or whatever. I'm like, what culture are we referring to, and who got together? You know what I'm saying? And said and decided this is the culture. You know, like define that. I don't understand.
America, like all of the movies or whatever that we were the stars, but they were produced by white people. Like, you know, like. But
so that's what I'm saying. So is that for the culture?
It was trash. I was put down. Like, one girl that I was cool with, she stopped talking to me, talking about I'm a hater. Because coming to America, I could have bought that shit from that motherfucker to come in the barbershop. I got that new DMX, you know, like I could have got that from Buddy. Like, bitch, get out of here. Like, you know, my kid, my dog wanted to torch it.
So what do we mean? What are we talking about? You know, I'm talking about when we saying we doing it for the culture. Here's the thing.
I don't know.
When you when we are talking about doing it for the culture, right? So what our culture we know is appropriated regularly, right? Because we control cool. So everything that's, you know, that's fresh, fly, dope, everything, it's because we say You know what I'm saying? It is. Once we get involved, that's when it becomes the culture. You know what I'm saying?
Who we
So,
be
but
sleeping on though.
say what happened?
Y'all know who we be sleeping on. We don't pay attention to them because they little, but they be killing shit. Them motherfucking Koreans. Ain't
Oh,
they labor whores?
yeah, but they be. I mean, when you look at these groups, because my daughter loved the Korean. I can't even remember the name of the group. TB something. I don't know what it is or whatever. But she like a big fan. I'm like, they just copying what we do. You know what I'm saying? It's a Korean boy band. It's like new edition of Korea.
Yeah, but my nails, like that's when I be seeing the new stuff. You know, and they'll have it on and you don't even pay them no attention because they so little and meek. Like, you know, and then I just start paying attention like maybe like 2 months ago at the nail shop. And they walking around there in Yeezys, Gucci mask, like all kind of shit. Like I'm like, you know, like
let me tell you, when I first got to Japan, you couldn't get regular cable. So if you got cable, it was Japanese cable. And then you just watched whatever you could that was in English. There was a show that used to come on late at night that literally taught you how to be black. I'm not making this up. It was a show that it taught you how to give that. It taught you how you supposed to wear your clothes.
Oh wow.
How you supposed to wear what are you supposed to say in certain situations, like what's happening, or you know what I'm saying, what's up and all that. And it came on every night.
The go along, get along
every night.
Okay.
To go along, get along game. He talking about Kwame Brown. That's what Kwame, Mama's cooking.
Okay. Oh, that's what it is.
Yo, Dave said he seen that show. I'm telling you, I was not lying. It was a real show. I'm serious. It was a real show. It blew my mind because I was like, yo, these people is like really out here teaching each other how to be black. I'm gonna tell you, when I was younger, we used to go out like the Japanese women. At the time, Lil' Kim was hot. Every mother in there trying to they look like a whole bunch of orange Lil' Kims. Seriously. I mean, it was
the club wearing every basketball jersey and the NBA and the pants sag.
They know what I'm talking about. You know, I ain't even. I'm telling you, I ain't gotta lie. It's real.
Told me they boy, like you know, and you was getting the official digital stuff. If it wasn't the real thing, it was real close. You would need a microscope to say, "Hey, that ain't it." Man.
Hey, and look, but the thing is, they used to be, look, what's up, pops? I didn't even know you was out there, bro. But they be hitting them upside their head. You know, they hats like this over here right now. You probably get this joint for like $30. In Japan, they hitting them for the $60 for this hat, and they paying that gladly.
Yeah,
gladly. You know what I'm saying? Like they found out how to make their hair afros. So if you go to certain places, like where like what they call the B-boys at, you will see like Japanese dudes with afros, real afros.
Oh, that's wow. They be putting them pieces on too, though. Don't keep saying we control what's cool. Tight pants, like the Timberlands, the Levi's, like that was all white boy shit. We took it and made it cool, you know. But them tight pants, that's some white boy shit.
You can keep that. I ain't wearing no tight pants.
I keep telling y'all, I'm not about to be sitting here trying to riddle me this, trying to figure out who the fuck jeans coming out the washer. You know, like I'm not doing like you can't wear those little jeans.
Dave is wilding out. Dave, I'm telling you, it was that easy, man. Dave know what it is. Dave talking from experience.
Oh, because of your eyes. He said she thought he was Christian.
Dead serious. Serious.
Hey man.
I'm telling you, and but I mean, like, so you know, of course, you can see, you know, like what it's like. So not just there, because you know, we've been places, you know what I'm saying, but anywhere you go, you can see where our culture has, you know what I'm saying, like affected.
Bahrain and stuff, they had like
seriously.
Bahrain so petty, they got thick mannequins. Like, you know, they put the stomach on the mannequin, you know.
Get out of here.
The hips, like they got thick ass mannequins. You walking down the street, like, how the fuck this mannequin thick as fuck? Like, you know, like, you know, and they have our little clothes on them, like, so it's crazy.
Yeah, I'm telling you. So I mean, it's just like I was saying. It changed every week.
He been on that Quavo today, boy. He been on Uncle Kenny. He been on trash.
Oh, he on that
yesterday. You see him? He cussing.
He on that. Hey, Uncle Kenny, you gotta. I'm telling you, I'm gonna get somebody to come on here so we can have that conversation, bro. I just gotta find somebody that's willing to come on. You know what I'm saying, and talk about you know what I'm saying, Christianity. But I can't find nobody that's willing to put their face on put their face to that. You know what I mean? So until then, you know what I mean, we'll just have to we'll have to put a hold on that, put a pause on it. Speaking of pausing, we're gonna have to go ahead and put two in the air here in a minute. That 1800. That's what got you going like that. Oh, you going off that 1800?
I knew it. I said Quavo. I knew
it.
Hey,
Lamar, Orange Lil Kim can roll your weed, bro. Yes, she can. Trust me. She can roll it.
She better than me. I can't.
I can't get it in
for you though.
All right, man. You know what I'm talking about. We got to cut it short a little bit today. You know what I'm talking about. Your boy got some stuff going on, popping in the correct direction. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to cut it off a little bit short, man. I appreciate y'all, you know what I'm saying, tuning in.
For the culture.
Yeah, we did it for the culture.
Oh,
we did it for the culture. You know what I'm saying? You ain't going to... No.
That's what it is. Okay.
Yeah, we did it for the culture, man. So, you know what I'm saying? Hey, I appreciate y'all, man. You know, again, check us out. We might be switching up on a few things. So, as soon as I get this go ahead from Peaches, I'm talking about we'll let y'all know what we talking about, man.
My Snicker said I've been waiting on this conversation for a month, boy. I'm just gonna be home.
You been in the street. You been out there in the street. You trying to blame it on me?
Hey, I'm out here solo dolo on the board. I'm outside, like summertime.
You know what I'm talking about? Look at that, man. That's 2 weeks in a row. Look, come on, man. You know what I'm talking about? Cut me some slack. We're gonna do better, man. We're gonna do better. But like I said, man, we appreciate y'all, you know what I'm talking about, tuning in, keeping it real. You know what I'm saying, conversing with us. We're gonna have some good stuff for y'all again next week. And we will have a Black owned business of the week next week.
Oh, and I'm taking y'all to school next week. Courtesy of G-Man 12. That's who always give me my arsenal. When I come on here locked and loaded, we got it from him, y'all. Shout out.
Unc gonna need his own arsenal in a minute. You know what I'm talking about?
Milk. What you talking about? An arsenal? He needs some milk, some water. he over there he on one.
I like Unc always on, man. Unc, if anything, bro, we appreciate your support, bro, as usual. Dane, you know what I'm saying? Mar, all them boys over at IOW. Appreciate y'all, man. We'll holler at y'all next week, though.
Pay up that money I lost that got there in bet. How is that Avion?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm a woman of my word. CMB. I ain't want to, but if I ain't had nothing else, I got
that. You hear me? You know what I'm saying? All right, y'all, man. We'll holler.
All right. See.